On the heels of an awe-inspiring and motivating match against the Ascal's development team where they officially booked their first point of the season, the men of Maharlika Manila FC will try to build on that momentum swinging match as they face a league powerhouse in Kaya FC Iloilo. Kaya has just reclaimed the top spot in the league table and they are pretty much meaning to continue those winning ways. Mabuhay Pilipinas, we welcome you once again to our live and exclusive broadcast presentation. This is your 2022-2023 Philippines Football League brought to you by Qatar Airways. It's Levi Verora on the call and you may join us via our Facebook and YouTube platforms and do visit our official website pfl.org.ph. We are coming to you from the PFF National Training Center here in Carmona, Cavite for this Saturday simultaneous doubleheader. Of course, we have United City FC hosting the Ascal's development team in Tarlac. But in just a short while, we will have the starters, more details, as well as the official march-in and kickoff. So do stick around. This is Maharlika Manila FC and Kaya FC Iloilo Round 2. gentlemen, the official march in of Maharlika Manila FC as well as Kaya FC-Iloilo. Once again, we're coming to you live here from the PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite. And Maharlika Manila FC, after picking up their first point by way of a 1-1 draw against ADT last week, they will build on that momentum against no less than the league leaders once again. Speaking of which, let's take a look at our updated league standings. Kaya FC-Iloilo nakabalik na doon sa itaas. They are once again the number 1 club as it stands. 7 wins for 21 points, and of course just the superior goal differential 20 or plus 20 for them. Of course, not far behind is Dynamic Herb Cebu with 6 wins, 3 draws, 21 points as well. And then United City playing in Tarlac in just a short while. Stallion Laguna with 5 wins as well. And now let's take a look at the starting 11 for both sides. Not much changes if you are Maharlika Manila FC. The shot stopper will still be Vinci Valdez. They have loaded their back four, yung kanilang defensive line. You have Job Ambong, you have David Baza, of course, the captain, Earl Pinheiro doon sa gitna, and then Boris Mudangakung back in the starting lineup. Doon sa unahan, mapapansin natin Michael Sims, yung magkakaroon ng katulong itong si Spencer Galaza, the goal scorer from the last time out. Now let's shift our focus to Kaya FC-Iloilo. A couple of changes as well for the men in black. It's going to be Ken Balobo, who made a start against Mendiola last week. He will also be the designated goal stopper here for Kaya, along with the likes of Takusalme, Angeles, Amita, and turn your attention to, of course, player number 7, Jovin Bedik is back in the starting roster, taking the place of Robert Lopez Mendy. Kaya FC coach Yu Hoshide, they are mixing it up, and in just a short while, the kick-off. And a beautiful weather condition here from Carmona, Cavite. Again, coming to you live from the PFF National Training Center. We are live on our Facebook and YouTube platforms, and of course, visit the official website pfl.org.ph for more. Here we go, Maharlika Manila FC hosting Kaya FC-Iloilo, and the first crack will belong to Kaya FC-Iloilo, playing from right to left. Rota will get the first touch. Maharlika Manila FC, the mood right now, of course, sa kanilang mga practice, they are quite inspired by what we thought was the breakthrough victory. It was spoiled, of course, by that penalty. But nevertheless, they split the points. They take their first ever point of the long league. And it doesn't go anywhere from there but up. As a foul is whistled, someone is down on the pitch this early. Our referee for this match, it's Chris Mark Nanyola, to be assisted by Paul Galicia and Francisco Himpisao. The fourth official is Michael Barajas, and your match commissioner is Miss Ira Ilan. Kaya FC-Iloilo, they poured in 7 goals doon sa kanilang nakaraang laban against Mendiola FC 1991. The first time they actually played in the City of Imus grandstand, and that resulted into a 7-0 victory. As we will resume play here, it's Daizo Horikoshi from distance for the first set piece of this match early on. Just about 2 minutes in, sends it straight into the box, headed out and safe by Boris. Foot race for possession. And Kaya will once again retrieve it. You will see that patience, of course, early on. Oh, great through ball to Horikoshi from Fuji. Fuji, here's the lob. They get a touch, and it will be collected by Valdez. Marco Casambre that time around. And that's going to be Maharlika Manila FC. We talked about their breakthrough point against the Ascals development team last week. Sayang yon, they were thinking of taking the full 3 points, but credit Jacob Maniti after that penalty assessed against Maharlika, making sure the penalty was converted, and they ended up splitting the points. Dito rin yan sa PFF National Training Center in Carmona. But right now it is Kaya FC in control. Amita will look to distribute. Here's the touch pass intended for Bidik. Kaya will keep the possession to their side for now. Casambre. Some pressure being applied by Boris. A dangerous challenge there, and whistle is blown. But credit the effort. Again, OJ Clarino and Boris Mudang Akung. Ang maganda dito for Maharlika, sasamahan sila ni Michael Sims. He has returned to the starting lineup for the men in white, playing from left to right now. Amita will try to decide. Good pressure here from Maharlika early on as they try and look to counter. Yan ang instruction ni Coach Arman B-Boy Esteban sa kanila. Viray doing a good job to dispossess. And now it's with Calarino, but intercepting the passing lane was the captain, Bidik. Inside the box. And that is the opening goal for Kaya FC, just like that. Daiso Horikoshi. Pinaunlakan tayo dito in the opening moments of this match. Kaya FC draws first blood.
Goal for Kaya Iloilo FC by player number 20, Daiso Horikoshi.
5 minutes in, Daiso Horikoshi, the leading assists maker of the league. But of course, he is showing he can also finish. And just like that, Kaya FC-Iloilo once again drawing first blood. 1-0 for the visitors. Unable to keep it in play was Michael Sims. And of course, if you're Maharlika Manila FC, you need to have that short-term memory. You have to move on from that and try and equalize. They've done that a couple of times here in the league. Changing directions from the right flank. Casambre will track it back down. Amita being bothered by Boris. They send it into the box once again, but no connection that time. Ambong. And that one wide and out for Rio Fuji on the rebound. Yan yung mga dapat ring bantayan ng Maharlika Manila FC. They have to clear it and make sure the possession is won back. Goal kick for Vinci Valdez, who has started for the most part of Maharlika Manila's 10 matches. Of course, Maharlika in the bottom of our league table right now. 10 matches played. They have drew once against ADT, 9 losses. But perhaps a bit of a positive here. They don't have the largest negative goal differential. And now it is Maharlika Manila FC on the offensive. But Japet Pinheiro, mawawala yung bola. Rota, one of the defenders here for Kaya, making the start once again. So interestingly for Kaya FC, they are having the likes of Mar Diano, Janjan Meliza, who started last time out, Robert Lopez Mendy, Harvey Gayoso, all part of the substitutes, as a volley here. It just ricochets off the goal post para dito kay Captain Jovin Bedic, and eventually collected by Valdez. Kaya FC, again, they scored 7 goals in their last match. And we saw that match. They were just pressing, attacking from start to finish. That's the kind of pressure that they will try to show in this match as well. Kaya naman itong depensa ng Maharlika Manila FC ay kailangan din maging solid for this match. Michael Menzi has made the return to the starting lineup. It's a scramble for possession and looks like Michael Sims whistled for that one. And yung ating referee just giving him some words of caution. Again, our referee is Chris Mark Nanyola. So it's going to be another set piece here for Kaya FC-Iloilo. The free kick will be taken by no less than Daizo Horikoshi, who leads the league with 8 assists. Here is the delivery. That's a good curve in that ball, but nobody home. And Maharlika Manila FC will get possession back. So aside from Valdez, of course, the pressure is on for Sims, for Clarino. Spencer Galaza was the goal scorer in that match last week dito sa Carbona. That's his 2nd goal of the season. And that was such a delight to see. It's a foot race. Galaza sinubukang humabol. Looks like it will pay off as Ace Viray will track it down. But Kaya FC will attend to that one. Here's Arboleda. He will pass it behind to Rota first. The shot stopper for Kaya FC is Kenry Balobo, who of course against Mendiola registered a clean sheet. He has 3 clean sheets this season. And believe it or not, it is the highest in the league. Glad to have you join us once again. This is your Philippines Football League brought to you by Qatar Airways. We have 2 games simultaneously happening right now. United City FC finally hosting a home game in Tarlac against ADT. Maharlika Manila on the offensive. Here is the lob, but not much of a challenge for Balobo, who collects. Nonetheless, a good run for Galaza, who was once again the goal scorer for Maharlika the last time out. Elmer Sampaga takes Daizo Horikoshi down. They will take it quickly. Angeles to the left flank. Casambre. Ibabalik dito kay Angeles. Fuji. Some touch passing muna for Kaya FC. Someone goes down, not enough to merit a foul. Here's the pass to Clarino. They are deep into that left flank. Babalik muna kay Sims. To Boris Mudang. But the possession will not stay with them for long. Fuji. Seeing that connection, of course, between Fuji and Horikoshi. That's a good attempt at a run to the goal for Maharlika Manila FC. But again, they have to keep possession. And they have to be more patient than that. Perhaps may halong gigil on the part of the white shirts. Someone is down here currently for Maharlika. Just outside of the box of the left side of your screens. And Kaya's captain, Jovin Bedic, also attending to, looks like that is Job Ambong, one of the defenders here for Maharlika Manila FC. He will walk it off, and that is always an encouraging sign. We do not want anything serious for any of our athletes here. At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters in arms. Galaza to Viray is going to be fair played back. for Kaya FC, and thrown into Rota. Casambre to Amita. Back to Casambre. Unable to make the connection there with Bidik, and now it's Mudang. But he was bothered by Fuji, who takes it back for Kaya. Casambre. Pupunta sila sa kabila. Angeles to Rota, who has come forward here. Amita once again. You have to love this patience from Kaya right now. Clarino there to bother. And here we go. Maharlika Manila FC suddenly in control. Pinheiro. He finds Galasa. And Rota was right there. Pinheiro on the second effort. And those are the build-up plays that you want early on. They will definitely get something from that. Although nothing materializes right now. And Elmer Sampaga. An obvious foul on his part. Holding the kit of his opponent. Angeles in the midfield. And good defending by Boris Mudang Akong so far. Collision there on the left flank. Sampaga is booked straight into a yellow card. Maharlika Manila number 23, Elmer Sampaga, as Daiso Horikoshi goes down. And he is hurt. Looks like his left knee or leg for that matter. And he is shaken up. Daiso Horikoshi, if you're just joining us, the goal scorer early on in the 5th minute. Kaya FC taking the advantage. 1-0 so far in this match. You know, the first time these two sides met, it was in the first round, August 27, back in the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Kaya FC with a 4-1 win over Maharlika Manila FC. Harvey Gayoso, he had a hat-trick in that match. And then, of course, Carlisle Mitchell also contributing with a header in the first half to make up the 4 goals for Kaya. And to their credit, Maharlika Manila FC nakabawi ng isa towards the stoppage time moments in the second half. It was OJ Clarino who scored memorably in that match. And that was the final scoreline, 4-1 in the first round. And of course, the second round, Maharlika Manila gustong makabawi. Right now, it is Kaya with their third set piece of the match. Oh, good curve on that ball. Rio Fuji, but good thing that was saved by Vinci Valdez. Maharlika Manila FC, they've had their chances early on, and that will always be a positive sign for them, especially when you're going up against the league leaders right now, Kaya FC-Iloilo. So the two matches happening simultaneously right now with repercussions in the league table by the end of this day for sure. Takusalme. Camelo Takusalme, he started against Mendiola. He is back in the starting 11. It's going to be a confidence booster for the defender. There he is, player number 5. They send it over to the left flank once again. Michael Sims trying to bother, and Ambong will clear it. It is going to be retrieved by Takusalme, who sends it to Balobo. Kenry Balobo once again starting in the place of Quincy Camerad of Zach Banzon, the 23-year-old from San Beda. by way of Cebu City. That is Kennedy Baloban. He has 3 clean sheets in the league, making a good account of himself after Kaya signed him. And again, Kaya FC, they're just taking their time here. And not much pressure from Maharlika either. Not that they need it right now. They just need to make sure they're containing the attacks. Casambre against Sims. Tumbles down, it ends up with Rota. Sends it forward once again to Casambre. Bothering our 2 white shirts. Here's the cross. And Ambong using that height advantage. Using his head. But Kaya will once again retrieve it into the box. David Basa finally sends it away. However, the extra possessions here for Kaya FC-Iloilo. If you're Maharlika Manila FC, you have to complete the stop. Fuji. Trying to direct Casambre din. Ito si Fuji. They send it once again behind to Tacosalme. Everyone getting a touch here for Kaya FC-Iloilo as Rota sends it forward. Retrieved. And looks like that will be the first corner of the match for either team. Kaya FC is able to win one. And they're very dangerous in these kinds of situations. We all know that. Maganda ang balasa nila when it comes to these corner kicks, yung mga set piece. They take it quickly. Back to Daizo, who lobs it in. The header. Oh, a sorry miss there for Kaya FC. Could have been 2-0 easily. And we're seeing so far from Kaya FC the same strategy that they kind of employed against Mendiola FC. Kung maaalala nyo how they scored their goals against Mendiola, especially that second goal, it was a Odi Menzi header after an assist by Simoni Rota. And then yung mga corner set pieces once again as Mendiola will, or Maharlika rather, will try to keep the possession to their side. Clarino, Fuji sends it over. And once again, Kaya FC making sure there's no trouble right now. Casambre to Daizo. With Sims within him. Angeles. Back to Rota. Also Daizo Horikoshi against Mendiola. The way he scored his first goal there was by way of a corner set piece. Binalik lang sa kanya. Corner was taken short. It was a 1-2, and then Daizo with a left-footed strike. That was the third goal of that match, and then after that, as we all know, 4 more goals converted by Kaya for the final scoreline of 7-0 against Mendiola in Imus last weekend. Boris doing a great job that time around, as well as Ace Viray. Maharlika will have to recover. Then of course Ryo Fuji and Janjan Meliza also contributing to that 7-0 victory. And then Robert Lopez Mendy, he had a brace in that match. One of those goals came by way of a penalty. And of course Robert Lopez Mendy started the scoring there for Kaya in just the second minute. As we see a long ball, but that will go straight into the midst of Vincent Valdez. Robert Lopez Mendy is among the substitutes today, as well as Janjan Meliza. That one intended for Pinheiro, but the defense is right there, is pristine for Kaya FC. Some pressure here for Maharlika as Michael Sims will try to win it back. Good effort from Clarino. Michael Sims making a chase for that one against Pinheiro. Or with Pinheiro. But Kaya will once again control. Fuji sends it over to the right side this time. Oh, great through ball to Amita. Kaya on the attack. Great defending by Sampaga. That's what you want if you're Maharlika Manila FC. If you're Coach B-Boy Esteban, you just have to hold Kaya down and contain their attacks. We saw them kung paano sila umatake against Mendiola FC 1991. Buong laro, they were just pressing. And hence the final score line. Rota. Takusalme to Casambre once again. And Maharlika Manila FC just doing their best to disrupt right now. That one pays off. Mudang to Viray will send it to Ambong first. Amita making a chase. Galaza. They are unable to keep it inside the field. That's another sorry missed opportunity for Maharlika. Casambre to Horikoshi. Casambre once again. He send it over to the veteran Rota with a long ball to their left flank. But they are unable to keep it in play. Maharlika Manila FC wins the possession back. Although it is Kaya FC-Iloilo clearly in the first couple of minutes here in the first half na in terms of the volume of possession, kontrolado nila, but Maharlika Manila FC not far behind. They're getting some counters. It's just a matter of course, keeping that possession to be able to build up. Angeles, again to the left flank. They want to create something from there. Some pressure here from Sims. Here's the lob. And collected by Valdez against traffic. Nagkaroon pa ng mid-air collision doon with Daizo, but he keeps his cool talking about Valdez. Menzi. Michael Menzi back in the starting 11 for Maharlika Manila FC. Let's see if his brother Audi Menzi suits up for this afternoon to make it another brother versus brother showdown for them. Always love to see their family enjoying professional football. Takusalme. Back to Marco Casambre. And so far, Maharlika Manila FC has been able to defend or deny and just delay what Kaya FC is trying to do here. Rota. And it's Galyaza. But once again, they're trying to rush things here. There's no need for that. Galyaza that time trying to target Earl Jabet Pinheiro. And nothing happened for that opportunity. Coach Esteban, he wants to counter attacks, but of course you have to be more mindful of how to execute. And here's another chance for Maharlika. And now it's OJ getting tagged there by Angeles. Spencer Galaza, the goal scorer. It's going to be Maharlika Manila possession here. Papansin natin na Galaza nagpalit ng sapatos dito. Player number 77, he has 2 goals for Maharlika. Long ball Michael Menzi. It ends up with Clarino inside the box. On the volley. That is a wild attempt right there, but Kenry Balobo will collect. Good run from Clarino. Once again, Maharlika may halong higil dito. Medyo nagmamadali. That was Galaza, of course, unable to control that. Ginawa ng paraan ni Marvin Ace Viray, but not the finest of touches. Nevertheless, credit the effort for Maharlika Manila FC. They are in their attacking third. Sa pagkakataon na yon, Rota, Takusalme, and you can also see the communication between the Maharlika Manila FC players. They're very active defensively. Is trying to delay what Kaya has in mind. Casambre, not sure what he had in mind that time, using his head, but nobody home within the vicinity, doon sa left part of the box. Basa. Jovin Bedek will try to disrupt. They send it to the midfield. Galaza. That was deflected. Galaza still. And he will have to slide. Well, unfortunate for him. They will not keep the possession to their side. As after that slide, of course, it was Angeles. Marvin Angeles tumbling over. Rota and Takusalme being joined by Casambre. You have Angeles, Arboleda, Amita, of course Fuji and Daizo, also part of the starters here with Jovin Bedek. Opportunity here for Maharlika. Sims will try to keep it in play. Possession will stay Maharlika's way. The white shirts will try to build on from here. Sampaga. And Elmer Sampaga on the throw-in. They will lose control. And I think that is merited dahil ang layo ng buwelo ni Sampaga from the spot where the ball went out. Took a lot of strides before throwing it in. And of course, in football, you just have to face the direction kung saan mo ibabato, papasok ulit into the field yung bola. Not that time around for Sampaga. He tried to take a lot of strides, long strides at that. So again, sayang yung pagkakataon na yun for Maharlika Manila FC. The lone difference here in this match, if you're just joining us, is a 5th-minute goal from Daizo Horikoshi. And that's the difference so far. It is 0 for Maharlika and 1 for Kaya FC. Cross into the box. Fuji with some pressure from Mudang. They send it over to the right. Marvin Angeles. Job Ambong goes out of his line. Still Angeles being able to control. And now they are trying to pounce on this. Michael Menzi will have to concede a corner. Otherwise, that would have been trouble for Maharlika Manila FC. I believe this is the 2nd corner won by Kaya. Eric Giganto also part of the fold here for Kaya. One of the goal scorers from last Sunday. Let's see how they will approach this. The box is a busy area. You can see only Takusalme right behind. That was Job Ambong, making sure his presence was felt. One of the taller players here for Maharlika, and that pays off. 33 minutes have gone by here in the first half. We have about a dozen more minutes plus added time. Maharlika Manila FC trailing by just 1 goal as they try to search for the equalizer against Kaya FC-Iloilo. Once again, magandang hapon Pilipinas. We're coming to you live from the PFF National Training Center here in Carmona, Cavite. One of 2 matches happening at the moment. United City FC and Ascals, the development team, playing at the new Clark City Athletic Stadium. The first time that UCFC is using that state-of-the-art venue as their home field. And of course, our partner, Claro Manzano, on the call para sa larong iyon. Let's turn our attention back to this one. Kaya FC playing from right to left is still in command. You can sense that from just how they are controlling the volume of possessions here. Rota will send it back to Takusalme, and this is where the offense begins for them. Casambre to Daiso on the left flank. He will move to the middle. That's been the trend we have seen in the first half. Rota will send it to Angeles on the right side. Yan yung kanilang atake sa kabilaan. Amita, for a moment, tried to weave past the defense. And not sure whom that ball was intended to. It will be retrieved by Maharlika Manila FC. Ahead to Clarino and Balobo with the risky take on that. High risk, high reward for Balobo as they get control of the ball here. Kaya FC is on the attack. David Basa, still Kaya FC, and finally on the save, it is Vinci Valdez. Credit the effort of the veteran David Basa. He has been playing for over a decade now. The 33-year-old David Basa from the UST program. Testy moments here for either side as it is now Amita escaping the defense of Basa, sends it to the right. And it's going to be the second goal of the match. Kaya FC will score. Kaya FC-Iloilo, they will double the lead here. And it's another brilliant attack for them.
Goal for Kaya FC-Iloilo.
What a sequence that was. What a stretch. Eric Giganto for the second match in a row will find the back of the net. And the delivery, who else but Daiso Horikoshi. Also from Amita. Right here in the 35th, 36th minute of play. Just when we thought Maharlika Manila FC had themselves an opportunity to counter and convert, it was Kaya FC-Iloilo doubling their lead in the first half. First, it was Daiso Horikoshi and Eric Giganto with the second conversion. And you know Kaya FC, they have that winning mentality, that championship mentality. They're going to attack as many times as they can. And they will pounce on every opportunity they're getting there. But Michael Menzi that time holding his ground, holding his own. Good touch passing there, Daiso. But the flag was up, obvious offside call. He had the right thing in mind after getting that through ball from the heels of one of his teammates. Basa will try to restart the attack here for Maharlika, but just as we say that, Job Ambong not in the ideal position to pick that pass up. Casambre Some pressure from Sims. Both Casambre and Sims went to the University of the Philippines, part of the Fighting Maroons for a good stretch of their careers. As Kaya FC sends another through ball, and the Job Ambong was there to get into the passing lane. But of course, it's going to be a throw in here for Kaya FC as Rota will, of course, restart once again. Angeles. Tacosalme getting the touches here, as Pinheiro has fallen back as well. Angeles. Fuji will send it back to Tacosalme. Camelo Tacosalme, he started against Mendiola, getting the start once again. Just trying to mix it up. Carlisle Mitchell with the rest. Fuji. Amita will send it to the right flank once again. Let's see what Kaya produces from here. The header by Casambre goes straight to the hands, to the gloves of Valdez. It's been a busy afternoon so far for the goalkeeper of Maharlika Manila FC. About 40 minutes into this match. So 5 minutes and change na lang, and we will proceed with our halftime break. Kaya FC armed with a 2-0 advantage as it stands. Clarino unable to control, and it ends up with Angeles and Amita. Kaya will restart the attack. It's Giganto able to turn, and now Bidik. Again, good passing from Kaya. Bidik with the control. And that one was saved by Valdez. Eric Giganto trying to double his output here and the brace. But Valdez, of course, with other plans. Galaza, a collision here. Fuji against Sims. Daizo. Casambre, there is some pressure there in the midfield. They send it over, and one of the rare times for Kaya FC, they're unable to get a hold of that. Uncharacteristically for Kaya FC. Maharlika Manila, they've had their chances. It's all about stringing together a couple of good passes from the defensive side all the way up to the attacking third. Casambre. Daiso. Angeles, they have been methodical with their approach here, talking about the league leaders in Kaya FC-Iloilo. No wasted movement. And they're just taking their time here patiently. Ambong contests. Amita being contested by two defenders, and Ambong wins it back for Maharlika. So credit the effort of Maharlika's left back that time around. Alimar Job Ambong, player number 3, the defender from Maharlika, making up that back four for them. Sampaga and Michael Menzi. has come forward here. Pinheiro. So Maharlika with possession. Kaso hindi nagkaintindihan doon Pinheiro and Clarino. Again, if you're Maharlika, you don't want to rush those chances that you will get when you try to counter against Kaya FC. Bidik to the right side again. Galaza trying to contest Bidik. Angeles with some aerial into that one. Amita, the header, and Marco Casambre will score. Marco Casambre, what a connection there. Amita to Casambre, and the header finished by number 15. What a play that was. Marco Casambre scoring goal number 3 for Kaya FC Iloilo. And the assist, of course, from Amita. 44 minutes into this match as we are moments away from added time and the halftime break. And Kaya FC with a sizable margin here that they will try to carry into their halftime break, into their huddle. Clarino, of course, is being targeted here by Maharlika. Ang pinagkaiba lang is, of course, for this match, he has quite some help here with Pinheiro moving doon sa itaas. But Michael Sims, interestingly, more of on the defensive here. Doon sa midfield, sa gawing kanan, as Galaza will control. Is he going to take this? Collision in mid-air. Arboleda and Galaza. Valdez will go out of his area just to send it back to Ambong. Arboleda keeps it in play. And Ambong once again. Back and forth we go here. And finally, tracked down by Amita. Casambre against Sims. And ball goes out. Only 1 minute of added time here in the first half. Not much stoppages we've seen throughout the course of the first half. So that is very reasonable. Clarino, too strong on the first touch, trying to control it. Mawawala ulit ang possession for Maharlika. Amita. Marwin Angeles. Kaya FC Iloilo, they will be more than delighted to take this 3-0 cushion into the halftime huddle as they prepare for the second half. But of course, you get a feel that they will keep on pouncing. Pinheiro able to turn. Clarino, this could be the final play of the first half, but he doesn't have the numbers. Black shirts are right back there defensively. Mudang. Pinheiro, good defending by Fuji so far. And they're taking too much time here. Mudang. This is a lot of leeway for Maharlika. Sampaga to Japet. Here is the cross. A wild one at that, and that is the halftime whistle. Kaya FC Iloilo in control here. 3-0 as we enter the halftime of your Maharlika Manila FC and Kaya FC Iloilo match, coming to you from the PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite. We will have the second half and more when we return. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite, where as it stands, Kaya FC-Iloilo has taken the 3-0 cushion over the home team Maharlika Manila FC. And we are moments away from the second half here. Glad to have you join us. Once again, this is Levi Verora on the call. This is your live and exclusive broadcast presentation of your Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Maharlika Manila FC hosting Kaya FC Iloilo, and in a span of 45 minutes, we have seen once again how Kaya just capitalized, and right now lamang sila ng 3 goal against Maharlika Manila FC, who will try to make this a more respectable scoreline. And sa loob ng ilang mga sandali, mag-uumpisa na ang ating second half. But before that, we have a couple of changes. Bienvenido Villaflor has come on in, replacing Marvin Viray. And that is for Maharlika. For Kaya FC, looks like Mar Diano has also been inserted into the 11 on the pitch. We'll just get confirmation as to sino ang pinalitan ni Mar Diano dito, but nevertheless, once again, moments away from the start of the second half, Kaya FC lamang 3-0, and they will look on to add more into that advantage. Ito namang Maharlika Manila FC susubukang bumawi at padikitin ang ating scoreline should they convert here in the second half. Here we go, second half action.
Substitution for Kaya FC Iloilo.
And Maharlika now playing from right to left, the white shirts.
Johnson Davis Arboleda.
It is Fitch Arboleda being replaced here by Mar Diano. And Diano, of course, will be conveniently placed into that right side, perhaps as the right back. Galaza right now as Maharlika in control. Again, it's just how Maharlika can finish. They're right there in the thick of things doon sa kanilang attacking third. Kenry Balobo, the 23-year-old goalkeeper for Kaya FC Iloilo, on pace for his 4th clean sheet. The player out of San Beda University by way of Cebu City. Balobo just fortifying that. As we have a commotion here in the midfield. And teammates from the respective teams quick to get in between. It is Marco Casambre who was shaken up from that collision, and looks like OJ Clarino will be slapped a yellow here. Yes, it is number 9, Clarino from Maharlika Manila FC. Casambre back up on his feet. Always a good sign for any of our athletes as we continue with the action. Rota to Giganto. Balobo will get his touches here in the second half early on. What a luxury to have Zach Banzon, Quincy Camerad, and then you now have Balobo, a proven winner in the collegiate level. As this one is taken quickly, Fuji to Horikoshi, being bothered by Villaflor. It is deflected into a corner for Kaya FC Iloilo. Horikoshi will be joined by Amita. One of their better distributors here as well. Amita responsible for that conversion of Casambre. They take it quickly and then Daiso. Oh, that one just above the bar. You can see the frustration and the facial expression of Coach Yu Hoshide. They've been executing that to perfection. At nagbunga nga ng isang goal yan against Mendiola last week. Just that quick give and go, the 1-2, and then Bubuelo from the corner of the box. From the tip of the box, itong si Daiso, who can strike it with either left or right. Galaza to Pinero, using his chest, but is bothered by two defenders. And Amita will send this to Ryo Fuji. To Maru Angeles. Kaya hindi nagmamadali dito. Already with a 3-0 advantage. And on the collision, looks like Pinero is called for a foul. Amita against Boris. Angeles. Some more pressure here being applied by Maharlika. And the ball sails out of the pitch and back to the men in white, Maharlika Manila FC. Intended for Clarino, but he is unable to make contact with the ball. As Rota sends it over to Balobo and now back to the veteran defender. A long ball. That one targeting, I think, Jovin Bidik. But the ball will spin outward. Ambong. And good physicality being shown here as a yellow assessed to Boris Mudang-Akung. I think his heel hit the shoulder of Amita, and of course there's, you can see it on your screens probably, just the size disparity between Amita and the much taller Boris Mudang-Akung. Kaya nung bumelo si Akung, Mudang's left heel hitting the left shoulder of Amita. But of course, it's still considered an extracurricular motion here. That's why a whistle was blown. And a yellow card assessed to Boris Mudang. Diano, part of the action here. Once again, he replaced Fitch Arboleda. Diano again. And now they scramble. But it is going to be Vinci Valdez picking it up, and now Michael Menzi. Villaflor. Menzi, some pressure here from Giganto. He has to send it back. A crucial error here for Kaya. And fortunately for Maharlika, a whistle was blown. Looks like offside. That was very close. Pressure from Giganto almost paying off, and now David Basa will have to reignite the attack here. Spencer Mudang, oh great, terrific job by Fuji, who sends it to his right, but not the finest of touches there for Amita. Sayang na pagkakataon para sa Kaya FC. Basa will send a long one for Clarino. Rota attends to it. The second ball won back by Maharlika. Pinero to Villaflor. Oh, there are the string of passes we're talking about. Cross into the box, but too many black shirts there to prevent the offensive. Mudang, Galaza suddenly has it. Villaflor to Clarino, and Balobo will make the dive to prevent further trouble. Good presence of mind from Balobo as he will choose his left. Kaya FC averting trouble that time and preserving the clean sheet as it stands. Early moments of the second half. Great physicality there being shown by both Diano and Ambong. And Diano getting a warning from our official, Chris Mark Nanyola, our referee. Perhaps saying that whistle was already blown, no more second motions or extracurriculars. Basa will distribute, again targeting Clarino. Sims will control. Galaza back to Michael Sims. Here is the lob. Possession is won back by Kaya. Giganto making a chase for it. But Mudang establishing himself. The long ball. It goes straight into the gloves of Balobo. Good intent from Pinheiro as Clarino was making his run. And again, Kaya being challenged here in the second half. You have to love that if you're Coach B-Boy Esteban. Maharlika Manila FC showing some fight in them. But right now it's Kaya FC-Iloilo once again. Retrieved by Boris Mudang. Villaflor. Pinheiro. And now Clarino. Tatakbo dito ang Maharlika. Boris Mudang Akong. They're against the odds. Well, some players have fallen back as well. Clarino, the flag stays down. But no follow-up right there. Too deep of an angle to create for OJ Clarino. And you could hear David Basa, the captain, say, walang support. There should be more support, more follow-up for Clarino who made that run. We saw in that sequence, ang bilis nakabalik ng Kaya FC defensively to establish that back line. And now Galaza and Clarino pressing a bit here. And looks like that ball will have to be taken out. Maru Angeles shaken up. Initially, referee playing advantage, but of course Angeles shaken up, and he's an integral part of this 11 on the field for Kaya. Also, someone's been booked. I think it's Spencer Galaza. A yellow card once again being assessed here to one of the players. It's player number 77 for Maharlika Manila. Giganto. Good touch to be able to control and send it to Diano. Into the box. And good effort from Menzi. Just sends it to the skies to delay. And it pays off eventually. Now Michael Sims lobs it to Clarino. He is onside. It's a foot race. And Rota unable to track it down. Good effort from Maharlika Manila. Inside the box, Galaza. It's a testy moment here for Kaya. Menzi has come forward. And collision there. Whistle is blown. Rio Fuji. Bit of a confusion here as well dahil after the ball went out on the initial attack by Clarino, There was another ball in the field, dun sa bandang midfield. Although as we all know, that was throw in Maharlika. Mudang and Amita were just contesting each other dun sa bandang midfield when all of the action ay nasa attacking third ng Maharlika. As we saw Spencer Galaza moments earlier trying to create something from inside the box. And it's going to be someone booked here for Kaya this time. Yellow card being handed out and shown to, looks like it's Amita. We've seen that yellow card being flashed a couple of times here today. Just a few moments, the action will resume here with Maharlika Manila FC due for a set piece after Menzi was taken down by Rio Fuji. Gerald Factoranan standing by. Looks like he is going to replace Michael Sims. So Fighting Maroon for Fighting Maroon here. Jello Factoranan, player number 66. He has come on, replacing Michael Sims.
Replaced by player number 66, Gerald Factoranan.
And so we resume the action here. It is a free kick for Maharlika Manila FC. Pinheiro will take it against this two-man wall. And no connection made there. Villaflor was the one closest to that. But if you're Maharlika Manila FC, the second half so far has been way, way better than how they executed and how they played in the first half. You want to build on from that. Menzi unable to stop the attack just yet. Factoranan makes a touch. Giganto, he has room, he has space. And it goes just above the bar. Couple of players down here were both Maharlika and Kaya. Our referee requesting medical attention right away for both of the players. As we also see, I think Audie Menzi and Carlisle Mitchell ready to replace two of their teammates. Job Ambong. Job Ambong. Slow to get up. And now he is back up on his feet as well as Amita. And ito na nga, it is Carlisle Mitchell replacing Simone Rota, and then Audie Menzi for Melo Tacosalme. A couple of changes here for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Carlisle Mitchell, of course, will fortify that defense for Kaya. He has replaced Rota. Bit of a different look here as well for Kaya. And then Tacosalme. Audie Menzi is in. Corner kick here for Kaya FC-Iloilo, as there was a deflection on that attempt by Giganto.
For Kaya FC-Iloilo, player number 5, Camelo Tacosalme, replaced by player number 44, Audie Menzi. Substitution for Kaya FC-Iloilo,
Diano.
player number 23,
Amita will send it to Mitchell, who gets his first touch. Player number 19. The first time these two squads met, Carlisle Mitchell was one of the goal scorers. Matatandaan natin yun. It was a header. Mitchell just utilizing that height advantage. Amita being bothered by Boris Akung, who wins the ball back for his team. Good effort there from Boris. The sign of respect there from Amita, who dabs it up with Boris. Menzi, the long ball. But it goes straight to Balobo, who is very active, very alert. Diano. So Menzi brothers, both on the pitch right now. And it's very easy to spot them. They have the same jersey number as well. 44 for both Odi Menzi of Kaya and Michael Menzi of Maharlika. Eric Giganto shaken up after a challenge from Boris. Mitchell to Diano. The forwards will make their run as they execute this one. Angeles. Clarino trying to chase that one, but Mitchell ends up with it. Kaya will mix it up. They go to the opposite side. Bidik. Whistles blown here. Kaya players in disbelief. Maharlika Manila FC, at the very least, they're trying to level in terms of the volume of possessions here in the second half. It's definitely a better half for them so far. Not only in terms of not being able to concede a goal, but also the runs they're making at it. Odi Menzi will clear. Well, you can sense if you're Maharlika Manila FC, it's just a matter of time before they piece together a good sequence here in the attacking third. They send it to the box. And Balobo once again very alert against two. Factoranan and Galaza were there. And this will lead to a counterattack for Kaya FC. Let's see if they can capitalize. Giganto on the right flank being bothered by Ambong. They will backtrack a little bit. Mitchell wants it. Pupunta sa kabila kay Casambre. One of the very few moments here for Kaya FC where they will be unable to capitalize after they had gone on a counter. That was just brilliant presence of mind from Balobo. Once again, the goalkeeper out of San Beda, a proven winner in the collegiate ranks. And Kaya FC, what a luxury to have 3 premium goalkeepers in the lineup. As someone is taken down once again for the black shirts. We continue the action here with Kaya FC-Iloilo still in control, 3-0. Oh, here's the cross inside the box. Job Ambong right there, and Sampaga will have to send it outside. Kaya FC-Iloilo trying to add on to their advantage. Valdez captures that. Will send it to Clarino, but Mitchell right there. And now Factoranan. Clarino wants it. It is now Maharlika Manila FC trying to counter. But not much spin on that ball. Intended for perhaps Villaflor. Good presence of mind by Factoranan. And Kaya, once again, the header. Giganto keeps it in play. It's a foot race. No one will contest. It is with Angeles. On the through ball, this could be it. Right in the nick of time, Job Ampong. Eric Giganto, as it is going to be a goal kick for Maharlika Manila FC. And now Jan Meliza is about to replace for the next opportunity that they're going to get. Jan Meliza, he sealed that victory against Bindiola with the 7th goal. And now he is about to check in the super sub for Kaya FC. Looks like he is going to replace, there it is, Daizo Horikoshi. Player number 20, Daizo Horikoshi, who added another goal to his total. 6 goals now in the season for Daizo Horikoshi, as he is going to call it a night here in Carmona. The Japanese national, he saw action for Albirex Niigata. He scored 6 goals as well for that Japanese club. He has equaled that, and not only that, he has 8 assists here for Kaya in the ongoing season, almost 1 per match. Daizo Horikoshi, of course, was the opening goal scorer here in this match, right in the 5th minute. The first incursion, and a well-deserved applause from his teammates as he heads to their technical area. Horikoshi went to Tokai University in Japan before, of course, playing for Albirex Niigata and finally Kaya FC. Fuji from distance. Well, that was a wild one. Ryo Fuji, the fellow Japanese here for Kaya FC. You know, Ryo Fuji, he saw some time in the United States, doon sa California, for UC Santa Barbara, and then eventually the reserve team of LA Galaxy, yung LA Galaxy 2 or the Los Dos. Doon galing si Ryo Fuji before his arrival here in the Philippines. As another attempt from distance here. That was Eric Giganto. Kaya may konting gigil na rin dito, dadagdagan yung kanilang kalamangan. It is still 3-0 here. Maharlika Manila FC making a good account of themselves here in the second half. They have not conceded a goal yet, and they have also had their chances, as Boris Mudangakong, one of the bright spots here for Maharlika. And now they are going to run. Pinheiro to Clarino. Don't have the numbers yet. Just yet. Facturanan on the left side sends it into the box. Clarino, he will control. And Carlisle Mitchell will finally send it out. At the very least, if you're Kaya, you do not concede a corner. Clarino is down. Meanwhile, the designated captain here for Maharlika Manila FC doon sa kanilang box. 73 minutes and counting here dito sa ating laban between Maharlika and Kaya. The score as it stands, it's still 3-0 for the visitors. The league leading Kaya FC-Iloilo. And this was the same advantage when they won against Maharlika the first time around. Again, that was in Rizal Memorial. 4-1 was the final scoreline of that match, as it is going to be fair played back as Clarino went down. Mitchell sent the ball out, so now it will return to Kaya. Still lots of time here, of course, to try and piece together a run for a fourth goal. And if you're Maharlika Manila FC, it's just the follow-up. It is level so far if it's just the second half we're talking about. And there they are once again, but as the whistle is blown, Maharlika Manila FC will be fortunate to salvage possession here, but they cannot rush. Once again, it's not every time that they get a fair share of the possession. Definitely significantly a better half for Maharlika Manila FC. Set piece from distance. It's going to be Menzi to kickstart to the box. And Mitchell, of course, one of the tallest players there. Not only inside the box, but across the entire league. United City FC, by the way, is leading the Ascals development team 1-0. The last time we checked, that was the halftime score. Inside the box to Boris Mudangakong. Oh, saved beautifully by Giganto as he keeps it in play. And it's going to lead to perhaps a counterattack here for Kaya. Credit the effort of Giganto. Will they be able to translate? Milisa against Sampaga. Trying to bait the referee. And again, Maharlika, after they've won the ball, they're just sending it there to Clarino. Diano to Mitchell once again. Diano against Factoranan. Not much pressure here. Angeles now being disrupted by Pinheiro. Here is Giganto. Fuji. Some great passing we're seeing here from Kaya Iloilo. And now weaving past the defense from the left flank. But finally it is Michael Menzi. And Elmer Sampaga. Oh, someone's going to be booked. Oh, someone is just thrown off, I guess. Development here for Kaya FC Iloilo as Elmer Sampanga is in pain. Sampaga shaken up. Will need medical attention here. So we have a lull in the action. And again, if we're not mistaken, ang referee natin, Chris Mark Nanyola, raising the yellow and then raising the red. You know what that means. And if that's going to be Arnel Amita, it's going to be an anticlimactic finish for him. Amita, of course, responsible for one of the conversions here. He delivered that beautiful assist to Marco Casambre, who converted in the 44th. But Amita will have to exit. The player out of the FEU program, Nano Amita. Kaya will be reduced momentarily to 10 men here. Elmer Sampaga, after getting some attention, finally back up on his feet. Terrific effort there from Maharlika dun sa nakaraang sequence just to prevent Amita and Melisa, who were in the left flank. Valdez, Basa, and if you're Kaya, or if you're Maharlika rather, you want to capitalize on this. Long ball ends up with Factoranan after Mitchell tries to deflect. Here's the lob. And Maharlika Manila FC, they will score. It is Spencer Galaza once again. They will spoil the party here. Spencer Galaza out of Arellano University, the former chief, will once again captain the ship here for Maharlika as they take one back.
Goal for Maharlika Manila FC by player number 77, Spencer Galaza.
Spencer Galaza, his third goal of the season. That puts Maharlika Manila FC on the board. He has found the back of the net 2 times in a row. Last week against ADT and now against Kaya FC-Iloilo. Such a confidence booster here for, again, the former Arellano chief. And Galaza, again, he also scored against Stallion. Just when we were discussing here that it's only a matter of time before Maharlika is able to reward themselves, fittingly enough. Ayun na nga, and it was David Basa who started that. And then it ended up with Gerald Factoranan, who just sent a lob into the busy area. And the rest was, of course, accomplished by Galaza, as it is now Kaya's turn. Birik is unable to turn here. Valdez will get back to his position. Dangerous times here inside the box. And Japet Pinheiro will finally end that sequence for Kaya. Well, Vinci Valdez, for a moment, he went out of the goal area to try and bother. Well, good for him. He was able to recover. And now looks like we're going to see the entry of Shirmar Felonco here, who will replace one of the goal scorers for Kaya, Marco Casambre. So Shirmar Felonco, of course, listed as a defender, could be one of the adjustments here for Kaya to make sure they prevent more counterattacks here being attempted by Maharlika Manila FC. We spoke with, of course, Coach Arman Esteban prior to kickoff. He said that iba na yung character ng Maharlika Manila FC, iba na yung chemistry because of how they have been practicing together. And right on cue, that paid off just minutes earlier. 82 minutes and counting here as the sun has already set in Carmona, Cavite. Factoranan once again. This time, Kenry Balobo making sure and he grabs it. Diano. They're trying to counter here, Kaya. Here is the through ball intended for Giganto. Someone was able to get in the way. Angeles back to Mar Diano. Mitchell. Kaya will try to reorganize. Will try to increase the margin here as we enter the deep waters of this match. To the left flank they go. And ibabalik muna doon sa bandang likuran. Fuji. Ryo Fuji, the Hong Kong-born Japanese national, who of course went to the Philippines in 2019. We go to the right side. This is Mardiano one-on-one dancing against Gerald Factoranan. Angeles. Well, if anything, Kaya has the luxury of time. They have the 2-goal advantage. And you know that they are still poised to keep on attacking. Flag is up. That is an easy call to make as Mardiano was way ahead of the pack. So possession here. Babalik sa Maharlika Manila FC. They are not finished just yet. That is for sure. Gerald Factoranan, the substitute, delivering an assist to Spencer Galaza. Ambong. Villaflor. Jostling position there. He wins it. Here's the through ball, but Carlisle Mitchell quick to attend to that one. Mudang. Maharlika pa rin. And a couple of players go down. Our referee saying Kaya will regain control. Mitchell and Clarino both down on the pitch at the moment. 85 minutes and counting here in the late stages of the second half. Kaya FC 3-1, the advantage against Maharlika Manila FC, the home side. Carlisle Mitchell inserted as a substitute here in the second half. Clarino, looks like he's going to play the entire duration of the match again. Having a quick chat with Kenry Balobo. So it's not going to be a clean sheet for Balobo in this match, but still quality effort from technically the third goalkeeper for Kaya. But again, that is just the depth of Kaya's roster overall. Odi Menzi puts it back in play as we continue here. 86 minutes and a 3-1 lead for Kaya FC. Odi Menzi. Ball sails out once again. You can just feel from the mood and the overall feel that Maharlika Manila FC, they were not downhearted by going down 3-0. Not one bit. That's the maturity that you want from this team, which is in search of its identity. Michael Menzi that time. Ends up with Maharlika still. And Galaza loses balance. And now Boris, fakes it. Pinheiro. Clarino. They will send a lob, but nobody home. Earl Japet Pinheiro, the native of Dumaguete City, one of the midfielders here for Maharlika in this match. He's done quite a good job as well defensively and also with distributing, trying to connect the final third to the attacking third. Maharlika, we've seen them compete against the best of the best. You remember that match against United City where they won, where United City won only by 1 goal. So it's those little things for Maharlika, but this time it is Kaya FC on the counter. Mardiano trying to make a connection to Jovin Bedic. And Bedic apologetic, I think he knows it. Mardiano, good lob. Good idea. 88 minutes in this match, as it is now nighttime here in Carmona, Cavite. About 2 more minutes plus added time. Kaya FC with a 2-goal advantage. And what's important for them, of course, is the 3 points, just to try and keep the hold of the top spot in the league table. As it stands, they are going for that. Just a matter of the final scoreline as the header here. Eric Giganto with the finishing touches in this match. A beautiful header for Kaya FC. Giganto with the goal. Eric Giganto picking up from where he left off in that match against Mendiola FC 1991. He makes it a brace in this match, and that should seal this win. What a connection there. Eric Ben Giganto punctuating this match, this impending win. And that can deflate you if you're Maharlika. We were just talking about how much better they've played in the second half. Enter Eric Ben Giganto. It is a well-deserved brace for him, as we were just awaiting confirmation of how much extra time there will be. Definitely, obviously, Kaya FC-Iloilo winning this match will be a foregone conclusion, but Maharlika Manila FC just trying to make the most out of the opportunities they're getting. It's going to be 3 more minutes of added time, confirmed by our fourth official, Michael Barajas. Again, Spencer Galaza finding the back of the net for Maharlika Manila FC, as we see Eric Giganto unable to keep it in play. Ambong, Carlal Mitchell. It looks like someone's booked here. It's Mitchell once again. We've seen that yellow card being raised for several instances throughout this match. Just awaiting the conclusion of this match. Once again, glad to have you join us via our Facebook and YouTube platforms. This is your Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Set piece for Maharlika Manila FC. Japet Pinheiro from distance. Balobo fumbles it a little bit and then eventually collects. Speaking of Kaya FC, their women counterparts swept the Women's Football Championship in Singapore. That was an invitational organized by the Senga Cup. They defeated teams from Thailand, Indonesia, and Singapore, and they copped that international title. The first for the Kaya women's side. Alicia Del Campo, the guest player for Kaya, with back-to-back hat-tricks. How about that? 3 goals against the Thai club and 3 more goals against the Indonesian side. Kaya FC women, they will actually return to the Philippines to here tonight. We'd like to congratulate Kaya women for winning the Women's Football Championship. You know, the Philippine Football Federation has a lot of exciting things in store for us. A PFF Women's League, a Women's Cup in the works. No less than, of course, incumbent PFF President Mariano Nonong Araneta discussed that during one of the sessions with the Philippine Sports Writers Association. It's going to be a good one for the continuous growth and development of women's football here in the Philippines, as we are about moments away from the conclusion of this match. Kaya FC looking to replicate their round 1 result against Maharlika. Dahil 4-1 din tayo doon, but it was Harvey Gayoso who had a hat-trick in that match. Factoranan. Maharlika still rushing here as that is going to be an obvious foul on Mitchell, and he is out. A strong challenge there, floors Galaza. And I think Carlyle Mitchell, he knows it. He didn't contest at all. So that's his second yellow. He is also out of the match. Perhaps an anticlimactic finish here for Kayas. They had both Amita and Mitchell went out or go out of the match, but you know, and of course in terms of the penalties that will be accrued from that, it's going to be a talk here for Kaya FC. Spencer Galaza, the goal scorer for Maharlika, shaken up here. And team officials from Maharlika just making sure everything is all right. The Filipinas, who will compete in the FIFA Women's World Cup next year. Alam na natin kung sino ang ating mga kalaban. It's New Zealand, Norway, and Switzerland. The draw just concluded. We are in Group A with New Zealand, the host, along with Australia. So it's going to be New Zealand, Norway, and Switzerland. Here is the final attempt, perhaps, for Maharlika Manila FC. And the whistle has sounded. Kaya FC-Iloilo will once again take the full 3 points. Eric Ben Giganto with a brace. And the league leaders will stay on top of the league table. 4-1 is our final score. Eric Giganto with 2 goals in this match. Marco Casambre and Daiso Horikoshi adding 1 conversion each. And the dominance of Kaya FC continues here in Carmona. On behalf of the entire Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. Once again, this has been Levi Verora on the call. We'll see you next time. We'll see you at the games.